Okay, good. Seems like everyone can hear and also can see. Okay, so for today, I just a sharing section regarding the pathway after PT3 and also SPM. So, the outline for today's, it will be talking about what's next after PT3, which means after PT3, where should you go? Then choices for you after your PT3 and even after Form 5. Okay, and the last one is a C to C, is a course to career, which means after you study your course, how you lead to your career-wise. Okay, so first of all, let me introduce to you about this Plan B learning. So myself and my partner, actually, we initiate this Plan B learning. We provide the e-tuitions, online tuition to the secondary students, Form 1 until Form 5. And also we have the e-counseling for students also, which means after your Form 5, where you want to go or what kind of courses you want to study, we'll provide you some advice, some counseling on that. So this is what Plan B learning we are doing. So without further delay, let me go to the first topic for this. So I think many of you will be wonder why I will be talking about this PT3. So before I start, can I know from here who is Form 1? You just type a 1. Form 2, you just type 2. Form 3, you type 3. Form 4, type 4. Form 5, you type 5. And after Form 5, you just type a 6. So let me see how many is from Form 3 or Form 4, Form 5. Okay, can see over here, we got a lot of Form 5. We do have Form 3 and Form 2 students. Okay, so just a sharing why I will go for PT3. So can I ask those students, participants, for those Form 4, Form 5, do you regret that you didn't do well in your PT3? Do anyone want to share? If let's say time for you to reverse back, do you want to go back to PT3 to sit again for the test and choose what you want? If yes, you type a yes. And for those who like to share, maybe you can share out why. Okay, I can see here some you say yes. Why? Can I know? Why you want to go back to PT3? Anyone want to share? Quite a lot want to, yes, go back to PT3. Some say don't want, okay. Anyone want to share why you will say yes, you want to go back to PT3? Okay. Okay. So for PT3, why is it important and will PT3 affect your future? Actually, if let's say you do some planning during your PT3, when you go to Form 4 and Form 5, you would take it a little bit easy because you already know what you want. So we see another chart over here. Okay, so normally this is the whole cycle of you when you start from your kindergarten, then you will go through your primary school from standard 1 to standard 6. Then after that, you will go to your Form 1 to Form 3, Form 4 to Form 5. Then after that, you will further for your Form 6 or even you go for college. And the last one, you will come up to work. So you see, when you go for the kindergarten, okay, you will learn ABC, start from A to Z. Okay, this one is your parents send you to the school. You cannot choose anything. When you go for primary school, it's still the same. Okay, after kindergarten, I must go to standard 1 until standard 6. I don't have any choices. Okay, Form 1 until Form 3, Form 6, and even though you go for your job. But during this whole cycle, you have the choices during your Form 3. Why I say so? Because after Form 3, you need to choose your stream in Form 4 and Form 5. So when you choose, you must think of, in the future, what I want to be. What kind of job I want to involve. Is it more on science, or is it more on creative arts, or more on speaking, or how? So you need to think from here. Okay. So when you go for this in the Form 4, normally you have choices. This is the 4 main, but I know that currently certain school you have more choices. Okay, so this is the main 4. The first one is alilan science tuning. This one is pure science. That means you study bio, physics, chemia, and also maths and maths. So this is a pure science. Okay, aliran sastra is from art stream, whereby you will study regarding arts. Some of you will be having some literature inside. Okay, perdagangan is more on economy. You study economy asas. Perakaunan, inside the stream, you will study focus on accounts. So, and some, I think, certain schools do have some PV class. Now you have some cooking, then you got salon, all this. So over here, you have many choices you can choose for. So during my time, I'm not sure how about you, because normally parents will say, no matter how, go for pure science first. Okay? Because after you study science, if you don't like, you can choose for art. But if let's say you go for art, then after that you cannot go for science already. So this is always like last time what my parents told me. So no matter how bad is my result, okay, how bad is my result, I insist want to go for pure science. So in the end, I can see myself suffer because I really don't like science. So you can see my result in the science is quite weak. Okay, so now you have the choices. Don't just because of listen to all this. Every stream, no matter pure science, art stream, perdagangan, or even perakaunan, they have their own strength. Okay, no matter where you go, there will a job for you. But then when you want to choose for the job, it depends on whether you like it or you don't like. So when you study, also the same. If let's say you don't like it and you force yourself to study, you won't have a very good result. But something when you like it, and no matter how, you will go to study by yourself. So you can see a difference over here. So for those who are Form 2 and Form 3, you can start to think, Form 4, which stream I want to go for. Okay, so how you want to choose for your stream, it depends. You can think of your skills. Okay, what kind of things you like? Skills is something like, do you like more on hands-on, or do you like more on theory? You like to memorize a lot of things, or you like to use your hand to do something like arts. Okay, some school having salon, some school having cooking. So you like to use your hands to do things, or you like to think or memorize. So you need to think from here. Second one is your interest. Okay, so your interest is when you want to come up to the work, what you want to deal with. You want to deal with people, you want to deal with only things like computers or even woods, okay, or you like to think for ideas, or even some of you like to, how to say, to do analysis. Okay, so this one you can base on your result or how to see. For example, some of you will be very good at language, your bahasa Melayu, bahasa English, all that you get A or B. Okay, but when you come to science, you can see a result a little bit poor. So you can start to do analysis. Am I really want to go to pure science, or how? So this is how you plan for your Form 4 when you want to choose your stream. You can base on your Form 3, your PT3, your result, and also during your class. Okay, it's very easy. For PT3, when you attend for a class, you listen to the subject. Will you listen from beginning until the end? Will you take notes or will you do something? If let's say the teachers come in and say, this is not what I want. So you can see that particular subject is not what you want. So you can start to analyze something from here. Okay, so far this is why PT3 is important for students if let's say they want to decide for their Form 4 and Form 5. So when you think ahead in Form 3, then when you go to Form 4 and Form 5, you will find it more interesting, easy for you to cope with. Okay, so far, any question? Anyone want to ask anything regarding this PT3? Okay, so if let's say understand, let's go to the next. So before I go ahead for Plan B, just introduce to you. As mentioned earlier, we have some free trial for e-tuition. So our free trial will be on English. Okay, then principal per account none, mathematics and many more in physics, bio, chemics, all that. We have some free trial for online tuition. Okay, this is what Plan B learning we are doing. So after Form 3, okay, you go to Form 4, you study, then Form 5. Okay, after Form 5, where should I go? Okay, have anyone got any ideas? Those who are in Form 4 or Form 5 have your plan. After Form 5, what kind of courses or what kind of job you want to do? Do anyone have any planning? Okay, Deva, I want to study abroad. Okay, okay, Kang, medical. Okay, overseas. Okay, nurse. Law. Okay. Okay, can see some of you, you already got your own planning. So, okay, someone to become a teacher, teaching. Okay. Marketing, IT, programming, auditor. Okay. Can see some of you already have your own plan. So, congrats for those who have your own plan. You already know what you want. Okay, so for those who yet to know, where should I go? Okay, actually after Form 5, there is many doors. You see, there is a lot of doors for you. Okay, so all these doors, where should I go? Which door should I choose for? For example, you see, some students, they will say parents' choice. Parents ask me to study what, I just go for that. Okay, some they will say follow me. That means friends go for this. Come on, join me lah, follow me. We study together. Okay, and some will say anything. As long as any college or any Form 6 open for me, I go to study first lah. I don't know what I want. Okay, but some of you like just now, you see, you already have your own planning, what I want. So some of you want to be auditor, programming, okay, nurse, teacher. So this is what you want. Okay. So for those who like Form 3, Form 4, so actually you all can start to think ahead where you want to go. Do you really want to follow your parents? Do you really want to follow your friends? Because after I've been in education industry for so long, can see many students after Form 5, they still don't know what they want. They'll say, my result can study what? I study low. Or parents ask me to study this, then I study first. So if let's say you really don't have your own interest and you just follow, in the end, I can see a lot of students drop out. That means they study halfway, they cannot follow. Or they might say, oh, this is not my interest already. I want to go for other field. So you study halfway, you go for another course already. You withdraw, then you go for another courses. So all this year, I have been seeing all these case happen. So since now you have the opportunity, you all can start to plan to think what you want. Okay, so for tertiary education, that's mean after your Form 5, you have many options. The first one you can go is to Form 6 STPM. Okay, second option you can go for matriculation or even foundation. Okay, actually you see over here that these 4 STPM, matrix, foundation, and A level, these 4 is almost the same. That means you will study a general, like you really don't know what I want to study. So you will just study like Form 6 first. So matrix, foundation, A level actually is something also like Form 6. Just that their duration will be shorter. For STPM, it will take you like 1.5. Okay, matrix foundation will be 1 year only. So this one is save your time. Okay, some of you already know, like just now you see somebody say I want to become an auditor. So you can straight away go for your diploma. You can study for a diploma in accounting. Okay, or even some of you already know. Okay, then there is another one is American degree program. This one is a new program introduced from US. So normally SPM, you know, your pathway is like SPM, I go for STPM, only I go for degree, or SPM, I go for diploma, then only go for degree. But this US, they are quite flexible. From SPM, you straight can join for the degree. So you will save your time. You can straight study for your degree. Okay, so I can see some of you. Okay, let me see. Okay, could you explain whether a account stream student can become a pilot? Okay, pilot, normally you need to go through airline company. They have certain tests for you before you can join. Okay, they have some physical tests. So pilot actually they don't really have a fixed requirement, because the first thing they need to go through is your physical health check. Okay, then after that they will do for second and third assessment. Okay, some of you, how about study abroad? Okay, study abroad, you need to know where you want to go. Okay, because now you have like UK, you have US. Okay, which part of country you want to go for and what program you want to go. Okay, scholarship, of course, there is different college that have different scholarship. So it depends on your result. For example, I take Sergi. So Sergi, for those who have like 3 A's and above, you're already entitled for scholarship. 3 A's to 5 A's, you can get 25% scholarship. So the more A's that you have, the higher percentage of scholarship you're able to get. Okay, I want to do ACCA. Okay, so for SPM, if let's say you want to straight to go for ACCA, it's a very hard thing for you. Okay, because myself, I go through ACCA cycle. ACCA is really hard, especially the last level. So my advice to you is you go for SPM, then you go for your diploma and degree first. Okay, you strengthen your foundation, because SPM you only learn about debit, credit. Okay, but accounts actually is more than debit and credit. So you need to go through diploma and degree, then you come out to work for at least a year. Okay, because for me, I go through the same cycle. So for this, I can give some advice for you. You work at least for a year, then only you continue for your ACCA. Because ACCA paper is a bit different from current. Okay, for your SPM or even for my diploma degree, I can, as long as I can understand, I can answer the question already. But for ACCA, it's more on practical. That means they will ask you about your workplace. So you must go to work first, understand how is the work situation, then only you further for your ACCA exam. It will be a bit relax for you lah if let's say you take this pathway, because ACCA paper not cheap also. Okay, quite expensive. Okay, is it law popular in Malaysia? How do I say for law? Law actually is depends. Every country that need a lawyer. Okay, so regardless popular or not, but it depends on whether you able to cope or not. So for law, you need to consider after you study for law, where you want to go. You want to stay in Malaysia or you want to go overseas, because law that different country that have different law. So if let's say you in future you want to work in overseas, it's better for you to take the course overseas, not in Malaysia, because Malaysia law and UK, US law, they will be different. So sometimes if let's say you study law in Malaysia, when you want to work in overseas, you cannot straight work over there. They will give you some tests. They will ask you to take some extra courses before you can really work in that place. So you need to plan where you want to go. Okay, account stream student can become flight attendant. Flight attendant actually they don't really have a requirement. Their requirement is their height and weight. Okay, how tall and your weight, how is it? They have a standard height and weight over there. Okay, physical science. Physical science normally is offered in local U. So for your pathway, you can either go for STPM, go for local U, or matriculation, go for local U. Okay, what stream should I take in Form 4 if my interest in language? Okay, language normally you will take for sastra, art stream. You will study about literature, all that. Okay, if there's principal per accountant and economy in the class, what stream is that? This one it depends on the school, because different school they have different package. For example, last time my school is like, okay, I want to take for account, so I study only physics and chemistry. I drop bio, then I take for account. Okay, so different school they have different package. So for this one, you need to ask back for your school teacher for about this. If let's say you want to go for account and economic together, which stream you want to go for, because different school they have different meaning. Okay, pharmacy of course, forensic you need to go through Form 6. It will be a better pathway for you, because as you know, pharmacy is also quite expensive, and for forensic normally it's offered in local U. So if let's say you want to go for local U, either STPM or matriculations. Nursing and IT. Nursing and IT you can go for your diploma, because you, as you know, we have diploma in nursing, we have diploma in IT. So you can straight join for the diploma level. But depends on your result. Nursing, they require your science and your maths. IT, they require your maths. Okay, what we will learn in international trade and marketing. Okay, international trade and marketing, this one is regarding export and import. between country to country. For example, Malaysia and China, or even Malaysia with UK. So how is the import and export, and how you want to market your thing to other country, to overseas. So this is basically international trade marketing is more on business. As now you can see there is some college that offer international business, or even you can join is like for Sergi we have one is American degree program. That one is under global business. This is what you will be learning inside if let's say you want to go for international trade. Okay, how about psychologists for account stream? Okay, psychology normally they require your analysis. There will be more on they require your science. So if let's say psychology, if for account stream, I don't know whether you got take for general science or not. Because no matter how, for psychology, you want to join for this course, they require a credit in one science and maths. Okay, journalism. Okay, journalism is something like writing is more on communication side. Okay, so you can, because for communication at this moment in Penang, I'm not sure whether you are from Penang, but if let's say you are looking for Penang, it will be more, this course will be famous in Hanjiang. Okay, so I continue first, the rest maybe I answer later on. Okay, if you have any question, you'll just continue typing. I will be coming back. Okay, you can see over here, this is what actually, there is a lot of field of study, but over here, I just summarized to all this category. Okay, business study. Business study is something like relate, like just now there is one student asking about international trade marketing. Okay, so business study is very general. As long as a company is considered a business. So inside business, you have many departments. You have HR, you have purchasing, you have marketing. Okay, so it's very broad. It depends on you whether you want to specialize in HR or you just want to study a general business first. Okay, then second one, technology study. Technology is regarding to computer. Okay, this one is need your analysis, okay, and problem solving. For example, now you can see a lot of like software developer, software engineer, computer science, IT, okay, programmer. All these fall under technology study. Okay, tourism and hospitality. Tourism and hospitality is more on service line. Okay, for this one, you will, for example, you can see now you have diploma hotel management, tourism management, or even culinary arts. Some that even have some restaurant management or hospitality management. So this is a very broad field. So you need to know where you want to work. You want to work in airport, you want to work in a cruise, you want to work in a travel agency, or even a hotel. So all this is covered under tourism and hospitality. Okay, food and beverage. Okay, this one is more on food side, restaurant, and also culinary arts. That means those who want to become a chef, or those who would like to open up your own cafe. Okay, it will be fall under this food and beverage. Okay, that is engineering study. Okay, engineering study is more on like designing. Okay, you see engineering is very broad. Now we have chemical engineering, chemical engineer, civil engineer, electrical engineer. So different engineer, they have different field. Okay, we even have a biomedical engineer. Okay, Then the next will be education study. So education study is more on teaching. Okay, so you can see some, just now if I'm not mistaken, there is one student that prefer to go for language. That is fall under education study. Okay, you can go for degree in education. Your major, what you want to major, English, Chinese, or how? TESOL. Okay, so this is fall under education. Or even if let's say you want to become a teacher, primary or kindergarten, also fall under this education. Okay, management. Management is more on like the business operation. Like now you see, we stuck at home, so we cannot go elsewhere. I believe many of you, some of you, even you got buy things online. So how actually the things reach your home? This is all under management, logistic, okay, supply chain. Okay, then design and arts, I think you all should know. This is more on like creative design. You want to become a multimedia designer, or you want to become an interior designer, help people to decorate their home, all that. This is more under design and arts. Okay, journalism and mass comm. Okay, these two, the difference is journalism is more on writing, and mass comm is more on speaking. For example, public relation, PR. So these two actually is two different things. One is deal with writing, your writing skill, something like reporter. Mass comm is more on your speaking. For example, you see when you see your TV, there is somebody speak over there, the spokesperson. That is fall under mass communication. Okay, economic study. Economic study is more on financial. That's mean you see now there is some people that buy share, they buy stock. Okay, and also for the oil supply, all this is fall under economic study. So over here you can see there is a huge field. So which exactly you really want to go for? Okay, so before you decide, that's why I create this course to career. When you decide which job you want to go for, you must consider this, because I saw many students when they say, you see, when I'm young, you will say, I want to become a doctor. Okay, I want to become a lawyer. All this very professional job. But do you really like it? You need to consider the first one is lifestyle. For example, like doctor, how is their lifestyle? Probably they will work non-stop for 1 day or 2 days in hospital. Your sleeping time is very less. Is it what you want? Okay. Or even for a pilot, somebody say, I want to be a pilot. They will say, pilot very short. I can go around. I can travel around. I can, travel without pay anything, because company asked me to travel. But imagine a pilot, you need to drive the plane. If let's say you go for overseas country that's very far, you need to sit at the cabin for around 5 to 6, some even up to 10 hours journey. Can you really sit there for this 5 to 10 hours? So is it what you want? Okay, or even some, they say they want to become a computer analyst programmer. Okay, so for programmer, you all know that every day I will just face with my computer, because you need to write program. So every day you will face with your computer. So this is the lifestyle that you want. So the first thing, you must consider this first. Okay. Second is your skill. Different people that have different strength or weakness. Some people that will be very careful, very detailed, very patient. But some people, they don't like it. They don't like to sit inside office one. They want to go out. They want to talk to people. Okay, so you must consider, for example, you see doctor. Doctor, you will be always meeting up with your patient. You need to talk to your patient. Sometimes you know that patient, because they have some sickness, illness, so they won't be very patient. Sometimes they will scold you. So are you a patient person? Can you talk nicely to the patient if, let's say, they scold you? Okay, so you must analyze all this. The third one is your interest. Interest here is like, when I go for a job, I want that job to deal with people. Okay, for example, some of you that you say you want to become a flight attendant. Flight attendant, you need to deal with people. As you know, customer, they have different demand. I want this, I want that. Okay, can you really deal with people? Okay. Second, or some they will say, I don't like to talk to people. I only like to deal with things. For example, IT. Okay, they only like to deal with the computers. They talk to nobody. They only face the computer and do their things. Or some of you would like to be analyzed. That means I give you a set of data. You go to analyze the things. You come up with the analysis or the thing. This one is more on thinking. Okay, after consider all these three, then you will see whether that job is really suitable for you. So that's your future. Okay, so I think most of you already have some that say want to become pilot, some they want to become psychologists. Good to it's very good to hear that all of you already have some plan, but think in a very details. This is the lifestyle that you will face? Can you really deal with it or not? Because I can see many people's, I take myself as an example. Okay, my friends, because previously I'm studying for accounting. So many of my friends, they say they study accounting because accounting is a professional. Accountants. Okay, you can do account for company, for people. So they study. But after study, when they really go to work, for accounts, you normally deal with data. You need to sit there for whole day to just analyze the data for your accounts. So many of my friends, they say, cannot. This is not what I want. I cannot sit inside office. I must talk to people. Okay, so they drop this one and they go to look for other job. So you see, you study for so many years, all your effort, but in the end, you say this is not what you want. Do you waste the money? Do you waste your time already? Okay, so since now you all are still in Form 1 until Form 5, there is still a long way for you. You all can start to think. Okay, start to do more research on what you want. Then after Form 5, I think you'll be clearer on what you want already. Okay, so your future is created by what you do today, not tomorrow. So anything in your future, you need to start to plan today. Because if let's say you start tomorrow, you will drag to tomorrow. Tomorrow you drag to the next day. Until the end, there will be nothing planned to come up. So every day, try to have some plan for yourself. Then when you after your Form 5, you won't be very headache. You'll say, oh yeah, I know what I want. I straight go for this. Okay, you won't waste your time. You won't confuse, and you know what you want. Okay, so at last, just very last for you, Plan B learning. If let's say you're in Form 1 until Form 5, we have some online e-tuition. So we have a trial class for you all. So for those who are interested, later I think Jean will give out the link. Then you all can just fill up and we will contact you soon for this free trial class. Okay, so I think that's all for my slide. Okay, so I'm Celine. So over here do have my contact number. If any one of you face anything or you want to ask more in details on what you want, your career, all that, you're welcome to WhatsApp me on these numbers. Okay, so I just answer some of the questions over here. Am I able to get profit in business field after I finish my college? Because the economy is very down, that's why I'm asking. Okay, no matter business or anything, you do face the economic up and down. It depends on how you control your things. What kind of business are you involved? So every business that you business, sure there will be having loss and profit. I can't really guarantee to you that if let's say you join for this business, confirm you have your profit. It depends on your planning. Okay, and what kind of business you want to go for. There's so many. Since there is many people out there without a job after studying pilot, so what should I do if I still want to become a pilot? What you mean that they don't have a job? You mean during this MCO period? MCO period, I think that not only pilot affected, business affected, every industry also affected because we can't go out. You only can start at home. So for pilot, it depends on how far you want to go for. Okay, you just want to become a normal pilot, like you just travel domestic, or you want to go for international. So if let's say you want to travel for international, you really want to plan which company or which training company should I go for. There is so many like AirAsia, okay, then we have China Airline, all this. So you need to consider what kind of company you want to join for. Of course, this moment, pilot, they won't have job because all start at home, cannot travel. This is everyone facing the problem. Okay, I want to start a global business on fashion. So which course is better for me, international or fashion design? Okay, first of all, if let's say you want to start a global business on fashion, you really want to run a business or you want to involve in design things. If let's say you want to involve in design things, of course you need to go for fashion designer. If let's say you just want to start out a company, a fashion company, yes, you can study for global business, then you hire fashion designer. So you must know which one you want to go for. Hi ma'am, if we study in private college, is that hard to get government job? Okay, as in Malaysian system, so far for government job, their priority will be open for local youth first. But of course, there is still some students able to get in. It depends because they have different grading. So many they have like different ranking one. So for private, normally their advice is you choose a very low position first to start from there. Then only you slowly climb up. There is opportunity because government they always open for interview. You can saw in the government website they always open for interview. So this one will be depends on because government job they were having different assessment. They need to go through different assessment. Like last time when I want to go for auditor in a government job, I need to go through 4 stages. Okay. Is data analysis a good job? and does it have a good income? Okay, what kind of data analysis you want to go for? Okay. Ma'am, how can I join the American degree program? And can I join the program if I want to take designing course? You need to see for American degree program lah. Because for SEGI American degree program we offer is for global business and also psychology. So if let's say you want to take for designing course that is not available under American degree program, there's always a diploma program. And somehow design, which design you want to go for? Multimedia, or you want to go to fashion or interior? You need to think of this. Okay, is it possible for me to take journalism if I'm from art stream? Yes, you can. Because journalism that require is your writing. So normally writing, you will be learning more on aliran sastra. Have any suggestion of jobs for the student who is in science stream? Science stream, there is a lot of job for you. You see, you study for bio, you study for chemistry, you study for physics, maths, and M-Maths. Many field you can go for, but what I say just now, what is your interest? First, maybe you can think of these three. Bio normally is deal with plant, animals, and human. Chemistry is like chemical things. Then physics is more on like theory. So which one you really like it? Out of these three, you try to do some analysis first. Then from there, slowly you stream down. Okay, is it okay for an account student to take journalism? There won't be any problem because journalism that require is your writing skill. Okay, your grammar, your language, and your writing skill. Okay, to start a business like fashion, is there needed a lot of money? Okay, for fashion industry, what kind of fashion you want to go for? Because somehow now we have some new normal. That's mean some people they are doing e-fashion, they are doing online, and some they are open up physical shop. So you must know which one you want to, online or physical. Then for your fashion, you want to just do it for local, Malaysia, or you want to expand to international. These two you need to think of first. Okay, can I continue study in medicine? Is it medicine at private college by scholarship? For medicine, yes, you can start from foundation in science, then you go for the MBBS, degree medicine. Okay, so there's a lot of college that offer for scholarship. And medicine, if let's say you are from Penang, for Northern region, they are famous is in AIMS University. You can try for that. They offer scholarship for students also. Just that when you go for degree, your cost will be a bit more expensive compared to local U. Because local U, somehow it will be subsidized by government. Okay, then for private, they don't have any subsidized. So it's around like you study for 5-year medicals, you'll be around 300,000 for your degree. There is still scholarship, but it won't cover everything. So somehow you still need to pick up some money from yourself, your pocket money. It means I want to take straight in degree for nursing. I'm sastra student. Okay, sastra student, do you take for general science? If yes, you can. You no need to go for degree for you to go for degree nursing, you can go through diploma first. diploma in nursing, then after that only you continue with your degree. Because for nursing, they are more on hands-on practical. Okay, so you start with a diploma first. Okay, international level and selling in online and also open up shop. Is it this one is a fashion? Okay, if let's say you want to do all international level selling online and open shop, of course there is a lot of cost for you. The first cost is like you need to open a shop, there's a rental, then you want to design your shop, that's another cost. Okay, online, you need to create your own website. And when you want to sell international, you really need to go overseas to see how is their fashion trend. So somehow you need to invest some money for you to go overseas to see their fashion show function first before you really can tap into international. If I don't want to take diploma in accounting, is it okay if I straight go to degree? For Form 5, you can't really straight go for degree. Accounts, either you go for diploma to degree or you go for foundation degree or Form 6 degree. What kind of job is possible for accounts and perniagaan? Accounts and perniagaan, there is a lot of job for you. You see accounts, not just only doing account, and you see my profession is like audit and tax. You do have audit and tax. You can become auditor. You can become a tax person. Okay, for perniagaan is normally like economy. You can become the analyst. Okay, any pathway to study overseas, any requirement. Okay, that confirm there will be a pathway, but when you want to study overseas, what course you want to study? Because different courses they have different requirement. Any career to be a journalist. Journalist, of course, there is. You see, there is so many bloggers currently. Then there is so many e-newspaper. All these they require journalists. It's just that this job is how to say in Malaysia, the opportunity is how to say the growth is very slow because you see most of the journalists that involved in the traditional way newspaper. Okay, but if let's say you study for the journalist, you go for overseas, you will be having a huge opportunity because overseas they're really quite high impact. They really start with all the online platform. You can see a lot of bloggers, all the things. This is under journalists. But you don't even need to go overseas. As long as you attach some overseas company, you just need to attach with them and you submit your articles on time. That is. Have any suggestion college or university for me to study degree and diploma? There is a lot of college. Okay, since now I'm in Segi, of course I will introduce you for Segi, but you need to know what course you want to study because different college they have different strength. Okay, some college is very famous in certain courses. So you need to know what kind of courses you want to study first before I really can give you some suggestion. Okay, medicine you need to go through either SPM to go for local U, or if let's say you want to go for private, you need to start from foundation. Okay, so medicine in northern region, the famous one would be AIMS University. But if let's say you want to go down to KL there is a lot like MASA. Even our Segi University, we also offer for this. Degree and diploma for law. Okay, law normally your pathway is start from A level. Okay, from A level you go for your degree, your CPF. So for law, you no need to go through diploma. So if let's say you really want to go for law, there is one famous one in KL is a Brickfields, or Brickfields is a famous for this law. Have any suggestion of job for the ATR? Is it ART or arts? If let's say for art students, it need to depends on how to say because arts inside you got study a lot. Okay, you got something like design, some school that has saloon. So you need to let me know like which subject you really interested during your Form 4, Form 5. From there, I can give you some suggestion. I want to for international trade and marketing at overseas, any requirement. If let's say you want to study this international trade, okay, in overseas normally you need to start from A levels, then you go for your degree, or another one, as I say, you can directly go to US for straight to join for their degree, because UA education and UK is totally different. After diploma in accounting, if I wish to study abroad, how to go about? Okay, after diploma in accounting, if let's say you want to go to overseas, is it you want to study for degree, or you want to just continue with your ACCA? There is a pathway over there. For accounting, two country is famous for that. One is UK, England side. Another one is Australia. So two have different accounting format. So you need to think of, if let's say you want to go overseas, you want to go to UK base, whereby it's in England, or you want to go for Australia. Okay, these two, they're having different accounting format. Okay, is journalism course provided in Segi College? Journalism, I'm sorry, we are not offer for this. But if let's say for Penang, you want to go, you can go for Hanjiang. Okay, I want to know the pathway to study for international trade and marketing job. Okay, international trade, as I see, as I tell you, is this one you can go for. If let's say you want to go for overseas, for UK base, you really need to start from A level, then go for the degree. For American style, US, you can straight join into US university, straight go for their degree program. They have one is global business, some they have like international business. Medicine at overseas. Okay, you still can continue medicine at overseas, but their requirement is a bit strict compared to here. Because why? Overseas normally they are open for their own students first, especially in law and medicine, these two fields. So you must be very careful on this. So when you do your research, if let's say you really want to go to that particular, for example, ABC University, so you must need to go through their entry requirement. What kind of result they want you to achieve to go in? Because overseas, different university, they have different requirement. So first step, you need to think of which university overseas you want to go for. Second, you go to check their entry requirement first. Okay, for nursing and IT, which college suitable? Okay, nursing, if I'm talking about Penang area, Northern Region 1, nursing as now is quite good if let's say you go for Lamwai. Lamwai, they have practical and also theory based. So even after your diploma, you have quite a huge job opportunity. They will straight away hire you into Lamwai hospital. For IT, that is very wide. If let's say you want to just go for a general basic first, Segi we do offer. Second one is KDU and INTI. Of course, you need to see which one you want to consider. You want to consider for fees. Among Segi, INTI and KDU, Segi will be the most affordable one. Okay. What is the pathway to study medicine overseas? For medicine overseas, the best way is you need to go through A level. Some university they also accept for foundation in science, but for safety purpose, it's better for you to take A level. And your A level subject must be considered all three science subjects: physics, bio, chemistry. You must take these three. Account student can study for medicine. If let's say you now is in account stream, perhaps I'm sorry, you can't go for medicine, because medicine they require is pure science. During your secondary school, you must study for bio, physics, and chemia. This is the three basic things. I believe for account student, you don't take all three. But if let's say you take these all three, yes, you can. But your result must be at least B and above. Okay, which uni do you suggest in Australia for accounting? Is the requirement strict after diploma? For the uni, I can't really give you the name now because I forgot the university name. But the requirement they are quite strict. So my suggestion is you can continue your diploma and degree local, then you take CPA. You see, for accounts there are a lot. There is like ACCA, CAT, all these. But if let's say you want to go for Australia, you can take CPA at Australia. This one will be a bit more easier pathway for you to go for. If let's say diploma, you want to go for their degree, it will be a bit hard, because diploma syllabus in Malaysia system actually is the same like UK. So if let's say you want to go for Australia, they have a different requirement. Of course, you can. If let's say you want to study accounting, nothing restrict. No matter what courses you want to study, you can still study in local or overseas. But it depends on after that where you want to go, and you want to know why you want to study overseas. Is it you heard people saying that overseas is better than Malaysia, or how? You need to know your why. Always ask yourself why I need to study overseas. What is the purpose I need to go overseas? Because overseas, the spending is not cheap. Okay, their rental, as I know for my student, is they are not calculate per month you rent a room. They are calculate per week. So you will be spending a lot on that. Okay, so you need to know your purpose. Which is better between accounts and economic? If let's say you say about job opportunity for accounts and economic, at this moment in Malaysia, accounts that the job opportunity will be higher compared to economy. Economy, if let's say you go to Singapore, you have a higher, better opportunity. For pharmacy and forensic study, which is the best private college do you suggest in Northern Malaysia and abroad? Pharmacy, if let's say Northern, is still fall back to AIMS, because AIMS really have good facilities to facilitate all this, and some more they have an overseas lecturer to guide you on all this for Northern one. Forensic study, as I know, is not in private. They are only offered in local U. So if really you want to go for forensic, you need to either join for Form 6 or matriculations. Any local U or private will support you continue study overseas like PhD. I'm not really understand. Is it you mentioned that they will sponsor you to further study, or how? Okay, if let's say for sponsorship, normally for overseas, they'll basically open for their own country, their own citizen first. It's the same like Malaysia. So you see, when you study in Malaysia, there is a many scholarship for you. But if let's say other students from other country, they want to come into Malaysia, they don't entitle for all this scholarship. But if you really want to continue your PhD in overseas, the first thing you can join for multinational company first, like Intel, Dell, all these. So when you work for a certain time, and they do have some subsidizations, so they will subsidize the staff to go for further study. So you got the opportunity from there. Okay, I think for me, I answer all. So I pass back to Jean.
Okay, so thank you so much for Miss Celine for the very fruitful information and also the pathway regarding after the SPM and PT3. So I think the time is running out. So we thank you so much again for Miss Celine for the Q&A sessions. All right. Yeah, now we are going to have a insert. All right. So here, everyone, please fill in the link. Okay. So to get your insert. Okay. The link is bit.ly/sergeypgcert. Okay. So to get we open it 30 minutes from now on. Okay. So hope everyone to fill in as soon as possible. Okay. Okay. What is the next for us? Okay. The next webinar will be our SPM Principal Accountant. Okay. Regarding is a Penyata Penyesuaian Bank. Okay. By Mr. Jaya. Okay. It's tomorrow 10 to 11. Okay. So if you feel interested, you can join us as well. And also we have a webinar for next is which career suits you, right? In also tomorrow as well, 2 to 3 p.m. Okay. So if you want to get some information from us, you can go to our web page, webinar page, sorry. Yeah. Okay. And also the Telegram to know about how to register. Okay. Yeah, here is the link of our Telegram. Okay, I think that's all. Okay, so it's a wrap for the webinar for today, and thank you for attending our webinar. Okay, so thank you and really stay safe and stay home in this MTO period and have a nice day.